Again, we are to face the demon Ignarius and his brutes, the Tempers. He is living proof of how the rites favor raw strength of will and body. Well, we'll defeat them. Volfred then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversaries. Ignarius. Wait, I'll just do this in a normal voice. Ignarius, a long-time resident of the Downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers. He has waited years to earn his freedom. He's pretty hardcore looking. Born to the middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There, he took many jobs, but most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry Eight, where he came to symbolize its reputation. One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave him a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, the guest turns out to be a wealthy chamberlain, who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the Downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as sometimes the custom, and survived alone through the tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rights, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up, now at last in his turn. Ignarius struggles to return to a place that wants nothing to do with somebody like him. He should never have been exiled. Anyway, my boy, I'm off to rest. You wish good night, Volfred. Your travels shall continue at first light. Okay. I shall go talk to them. Aw, Tizo. He seems to have something on his mind. You find Tizo there in the black wagon looking rather more despondent than usual. When you attempt to reach out to him, he barely acknowledges you. What is it? Tizo indicates that he wishes to be left alone right now. Aw. You almost run into Ray as you turn to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I was just wanting to come check on little Tizo there. I think maybe he's taken ill or something. Aw, have I used him too much? Wait, no, I haven't, because he wasn't in the last right. On further inspection, it occurs that Ray perhaps is not off the mark, and that Tizo is unwell for some reason. Come on, Tizo. You're gonna be alright. You might be the smallest one of us, but so I missed that. I missed the last bit. Though, Miss Jody, she was the toughest one of us all, wasn't she? I so miss her sometimes. What is he? Tizo appreciates the kind words, but still wishes to be left alone at this time. You know what? I actually just thought of something. So, okay, I'm gonna hold my left stick, the one that I'm having issues with, completely to the left. See what it's doing? I'm gonna hold it completely to the right. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. Why is it like wandering? Interesting. And no, I don't have a shaky thumb. Oh, don't be silly, Tizo. You know that I won't be doing that, don't you? Ray turns to you for a moment, lowering her voice. Mister, I think Tizo would like a little bit of privacy if you don't mind, though. I don't mean to be rude. It's just Tizo, well, I told him not to eat something. There was this, well, I think it was a mushroom, maybe, growing in the corner over there. So I see Tizo sniffing at it, and he's always hungry, and usually I try to feed him, but this time I told him no, because I know my mushrooms, and whatever that was, I think it was a mushroom, but it wasn't one, I know. Well, Tizo ate it anyway. Tizo corroborates. It's like cinnamon. It's really hard to say. Ray's recollection of what happened. So, anyway, I think he's gonna maybe cough it up, I guess. I think maybe any moment now. Because when I ate things that I thought were mushrooms around here, I coughed them up as well, and that made me rather sick, kind of like Tizo over there. I hope that I'm not being inappropriate, because it's not polite, maybe. Oh, come to think of it, Tizo, why don't you go outside? Because then I won't have to clean up after you. Like the last time when you ate something I said maybe you shouldn't. Remember? Tizo Tizo indicates he remembers full well and regrets not heeding Ray's food-related counsel. Oh, don't worry, silly. If you've taken ill, I think that you're gonna be fine once you have a little walk outside with me, because you're very tough. Tizo is beginning to look better already. You're my best friend, Tizo. I won't let anything bad happen to you. Or at least, I'll try, okay? I don't think anyone could stop you from eating things, though. Then she snatches Tizo up in her arms and whisks him out of the wagon with her. You hear her call back to you over her shoulder. Bye, mister. I'll make sure that Tizo is all right. I promise, okay? Although the prospect of Ray administering medical assistance normally would give you pause, Tizo seemed to accompany her willingly enough. The two of you have shared a rather close bond since Ray first made contact with the group. For someone like her, who lived alone for so long, the friendship must be vital. And as for Tizo, he must be impressed that a non-native of the downside seems to know her way around food safety even better than he. Good. Attaboys. Let's continue. Do we get to fly? Fly, you fools. That jam again. So good. Shall we go straight up? I'm gonna try not to bump into anybody this time. I made the dogs rather displeased the last time. I wonder if you could see everybody else going to their trials. Let's see here. What do we have? Cinderroot, Hush Clearing, South. Yeah. Volford believes this is the faster route. You should have time to pursue your vocations. Or Sir Gilman suspects you may find something of value along this route. Well, let's do my vocations because I've got plenty of valuable stuff. I guess I'm just going to explore because nobody else wants to talk to me. You spend a quiet afternoon in the leaves and branches of the Cinder Root surveying the area with some of your companions. My search yields nothing. Likewise, Ray. Isn't it quiet and peaceful in a way, I think? Your investigation yields nothing of note. The three of you return to the wagon for the remainder of your day, where you should have time to pursue your vocations. Let's see here. Hone your skills as a reader, grant small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the rites. Teach your fellow exiles the old ways to raise their individual ranks or search surrounding areas. You know what? Let's get a bonus. You excuse yourself from the others to go pore over the Book of Rites and its mysteries. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Focus on which aspect of the Book of Rites. Let's see here. Teachings of their wisdom plus 1 hope. Its authors and their prowess, 1 quickness. Or its innate mystical power, 1 presence. I can't do that one. Presence is pretty good. Speed is pretty good. Let's go with the quickness. I like my quickness, you know me. The 8 scribes who compose the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousnesses. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from a book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence, celerity. So that gives me the 2 quickness there. I should probably do that more often because it's just like a bonus. It's a passive bonus. Found your calling. Good achievement. Let's go to the Glade of Low. I think we're going straight into the right section. I love how his eyes are kind of, he's got crazy eyes. The messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing towards your wagon here in the razor brambles of the Black Basin. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment. As Ruki would have done, the imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else." You thank the messenger imp for the report. Soon it has all of your companions talking. Tizo says, Tizo is happy to learn that Ruki has joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Don't you think he must be sad to turn down a house? I hope he isn't sad. I've had every faith that our friend Ruki would stand tall and rise to the occasion. Ah, the noble Ruki. He sets a shining example unto us all. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. Your companions gain +1 hope for the right. Nice. I believe we can do this just fine. Do I want to shop? Probably not. Nobody's there to talk to me because I don't really want to use any of his stuff. You know what I mean? Let's commence the right. Let's see. We're up against a demon, so he's got a big aura. I don't think I can use Tizo here because of that. Once more, you have returned to the Glade of Lu, and your companions stand ready beneath a still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. You overhear some of their words to one another as you await the signal in the stars. You said we would have to face the Tempers tonight. Lower thy voice and raise thine eyes aloft. Just then, you observe a glint of starlight that begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. Here we go, baby. Ooh, what's this new one? Oh, he is pretty swole. he has to double up on arm day. Your adversaries shall all return from banishment when they are banished. Ooh. When all are banished. I see, so you have to leave one alive. Interesting. That leaves some weird strategy, because you would have to banish the one, like for the essence, it doesn't matter because they're all the same, but for these guys they're going to be different.
You exiles of the Nightwings.
So you have to like banish the right ones.
You are returned once more unto the Glade of Lu. The adversaries you are to confront shall be the Tempers. Whose ever pyre yet burns ere the break of dawn shall surge forward on the path to glory. Now prepare yourselves.
Hey, look. Who wants a piece of us again? It's the damned Nightwings. Here to knock us down another peg or two, I guess. Well, at least you got old crusty horns out of this dump. I gotta give you that. Talking about Jody, obviously. One look at her, you just knew that she was too good for this place. Though maybe that ain't saying all that much. Any of you Nightwings see her again, you tell her something for me. You let her know that Iggy says hi. You let her know. Note that she'll remember some dumb, not that she'll remember some dumb lunk like me. Oh, they have a thing. Aw. Then Ignarius shoves on his mask. Alright, Tempers. Let's give it to him like we still got a chance. Don't be so sad, bro. Okay, so we have...
Choose now, your band of traitors.
They have a worm. They have one of the Gertrudes, essentially. And they have a demon. So, Pamith is going to be good here. And Ray's going to be good here. And I believe I might actually be able to Tizo here. If I leave him where he is,
it is done.
That's a good block. What does he say? Tizo is fired up and ready to take on the Tempers. Alright, you damned Nightwing. Let's see what you got. Well, Pamith is pretty good. She's gonna be pretty good against you dudes, although the worms. Oh, I forgot about the shotgun that thing does. Oh, no, Ray. Let's just, hello. Float. No, give it.
Already does your adversary's flame begin to flicker.
Slowly walks in it. Damn it. Got us good already. Well, come on. The fun's just getting started. Let's see. Fly, you fools.
Glorious.
Amazing. So I smacked my desk. Okay.
Pyre burns brighter
Tiso?
for the while.
Can you get it? And then fly. Fly, you fool. Oh, oh, I lost it. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. That was exactly the opposite. How did she move so fast?
Quite the turn of events.
Oh, Tiso spawned and killed her. Amazing. Oh gosh, he's so fat. Got him. Fly. Whew.
Blow against the adversary.
That was a lucky maneuver. That was not skill at all. But that's not what I wanted to do. Wait, get back here.
There rose to the occasion.
I mean, he just walked into us. Ah, dropped. Okay, stunned, stunned, stunned. Okay. Didn't. Oh, wow.
Fire sputters.
There's a lot of, it's a different kind of play style here, really. Because you have to... I mean, you could very easily play kind of defensive, right? Against a bigger opponent, but... Oh, he jumped right into us. Go, 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 Tiso.
Absolution.
The slowest waddle of all time. I gotta take her out first. Thank you. Float, float, float. In. Okay, good.
Fire weakens.
Yeah, you can play kind of defensively against them, but you eventually have to get in there. I mean, they are very big. That's the problem. Oh, shot was a pretty good one, even though it messed up. Okay. Ah, dang it.
Orbs unclaimed again.
Ah, no, dang it. Okay, and I'm too big. Or no, he's too big. Ah,
A decisive blow.
30. Wow. He does have that knockback. The demons do. I gotta remember that.
That's it.
Oh, come on! I was right there. Float. Ah, dang it! I should have just used my thing. Wait, no.
All of the
Good job,
tempers
Tiso.
gone.
No, go quicker. Thank you.
It is done.
Jeez.
The Nightwings prevail.
We did it.
Their hapless adversaries stood no chance.
That was not easy, by the
The
way.
fight is ended.
It's a completely different playstyle than playing against the Essence. We tempers. We're damn unstoppable. But this, again? Well,
Always
You know,
is there
humble
greater
thyself.
knowledge to be gained.
I like how I say that as I just got destroyed by the Essence like 10 times in the past freaking right. Yeah, you deal with it. I should probably start playing as
Until the
the last two.
next
Get them leveled up
round.
now. I need to put one of them in the liberation rate, I think, and get the XP from that. I think that'll be the best route to take, one might say.